Welcome to the No BS Guide to Infinitely Scale Your Business. My name is Robert Lyon, and I'm super happy that you're here. All right, this is my life's work. So before we get into it, if you're just a tire kicker or somebody who just is a fucking lazy person and doesn't understand that this is for people that want to run a real business, that want to make some serious money, all right, this is not for you. There's no easy way. You're not going to get out of the work, but this is how you're going to basically infinitely scale your business. So look. If ever in your adult life you've looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, wow, I thought things would be different by now. I thought things would be better by now. Well, you're not alone. But if I could tell you that there's one thing, just one thing that can make a shift that will make you realize that this is the greatest time in history, in life, for you to prosper, for you to make money, and for you to live abundantly, then this is it. This is how we're going to infinitely scale your business. All right. And this is for anybody, even if you don't have your business totally set up, or if you are already massively successful, both of these are going to be a huge play into making you more money and basically scaling your business to that next level, to whatever level you really want to get to. All right, it all starts first by writing a dynamic sales letter. A dynamic sales letter is basically just copywriting, but it goes so much deeper than that because it really puts your business in perspective, right? You're able to use your mind to fully understand the layers that your customer has to go through in order to buy your product and become and sell the transformation that you really offer with your product or service, essentially. So it really gives you clarity. You go over customer avatars, the customer journey, the psychology of why customers buy. You get to look at everybody else who's in the industry and kind of see how they're doing it. And it's how you have to start every business. It just is what it is. And we are the best in the world at writing these sales letters, and we're going to help you do it. All right. So that's basically finding the right words to sell your offer. Next is we're going to figure out an outbound proactive magic sales technique. Okay. So it's just a bunch of words, but we create outbound sales strategies. Essentially, these are organic outbound sales in a lot of the sense where you won't have to spend any money. Okay. So we are masters of getting your first $1 million with outbound and then scaling it up from there. Or whatever number is a lot to you, because I've built these outbound sales businesses for many clients. It's really my passion and my bread and butter. I love finding new and creative ways to generate sales and use leverage. So we basically scale laterally with outbound sales and finding ways to get deals done and learn more. The beautiful thing about outbound is you really get immediate responses from your customers because you'll be talking directly to them very quickly every single day. And then you hire people, and we hire people and train them, and you can hire them from us. All right. Next, we're going to build authority. Authority is huge for business. You want to be seen as the big authority in your niche. And this is also how we're going to make sure that you're able to charge a lot more money. So let's say you're already a coach or you already have a business and you're really struggling with charging really what you're worth. This is how we're going to systematically scale your price up, because in the beginning it's like, oh, I'll take anybody's money. You just more. And then as you really start to realize your time is very valuable, you need to really be charging for what you're worth so that you don't burn out, and you'll be able to serve your clients better if you're charging more money. All right. And then we're going to scale infinitely with ads, paid ads that work. Okay. That's like the whole process. And yes, we have to go through this process. A lot of people wonder, well, if you're just going to make ads that work, why don't we do that? Well, this is the fucking way you do it. This is how you get there. And I know this because I've been in the trenches of sales and marketing for, over 10 years now. All right. I want you to stop thinking like an average regular person and start thinking like a billionaire. All right. Warren Buffett's average returns are 20%. Billionaires understand the power of investing. If you take advertising seriously, you could be making $4 back for every $1 in ad spend. That's a 400% return on your money. And ads can generate you these returns much faster than what Warren Buffett ever could dream about. So now that you see the promised land, the question is, how do we get there, right? This slide is just to really open up your mind to understanding what advertising does. Like, if you can put $1 in and make $4 out, you'd be at that machine all day, every day, And that's basically how we're going to scale your business to the moon. We have to get to that point, though. So I really wanted to start with the end in mind so that you can really see, the potential in this and understand, like, look, if we can get these ads to generate and print money, it's a better investment than real estate, a better investment than the stock market, crypto, all that shit. And it's under your control, and it's your business, right? It's your offer. It's something beautiful that you've created. So this is really important to just grasp and see that this is the promised land. Like I said, this is where we're going. I've done this many, many times. I've probably scaled a business similar to yours. So let's get into it. All right, now here's where most of the marketing gurus lie. All right, they'll say, oh, it's easy. We just slap words on a picture and start printing money. But if anybody's been running ads, in 2022, that's a lot tougher than that. There's a lot of competition. We have to really get it done and work systematically to scale your business and become excellent media buyers and make you a lot of money. All right. The truth is, it takes time, focus, and hard work to craft an advertisement that is profitable and a lot of experimenting. The good news is once you create it and once we really figure it out, we can run these ads for years and scale your business to any levels that you really want to hit to. The problem is most business owners don't have time, focus, or marketing funds or talent to create an advertisement that works. But we figured out a system that will get you there with little risk and great profits. And this plan is bulletproof. All right, it's going to work for every business and will continue to work even if the economy takes a shit. That's actually an important point, though. Like right now, there's a lot of uncertainty in the marketplace, right? We don't know what's going on. We've had the weird thing, the flu, and then the freaking, the war. Like there's just a lot of strange and scary things going on for business owners. And what's amazing about this system is that it works no matter what. All right. You'll be able to sleep good at night because you'll know that you have you'll know the numbers because they'll be there every day. You'll see exactly how much money is going in your bank account every single day for your business so that you can consistently grow with certainty and not be worried about what anybody fucking says. All right. You take the power back to your business. That's the beauty of this. All right, it all starts with the dynamic sales letter, your irresistible offer. This is a written conversation on why your customer should buy from you, but on steroids. Clearly, writing out your business and sales letter does several things. Right? 0, it creates your ideal customer avatar. You got to know who you're selling to. It gives you clarity on your business, your offer, and why your customer buys. Once like your dynamic sales letter is written, we're going to turn it into video sales letters. We're going to turn it into the copy on your website, your funnels, your emails, your social posts, your messaging, your ad copy, and then it sells your product, right? So it's super important. It's the most vital thing to giving you a true foundation for your business. So that's where we start with everything. How to craft an irresistible offer. Is it specific enough, right? Can you point to it? Is it measurable? Can you measure the results? Is it attainable? Do they think that they can do it? Is it relevant? Do they want to fix it? And now, does there a time base? You have to be honest about this kind of stuff. You don't just want to lie to everybody and have a countdown clock. That's how you piss people off. Present pain for max conversions. Focus on present pain. Pain first, gain second. The risk factors. This last half deals with risk, specifically eliminating as much risk as possible. Okay, time equals yes, it's here again. Identity, does it align with who I am? Money equals how much will it cost? Will I lose money and so on? Energy, how much work do I need to do? Reputation, how will others see me if I do this? Will it make me look good or bad? So these are just questions you need to ask yourself when you're writing out your irresistible offer and you're creating your dynamic sales letter. Again, we'll do this all with you or we'll do it for you. But I just wanted you to see this so that you can start thinking about how can I implement these kind of things into my irresistible offer? And whenever you hear these objections, you need to have them already written out with an answer. Okay, so you have to say, is it attainable? Yes, it's attainable. And you want your customer to think all these things as they're reading your offer so that we can make it as good as possible and really make it happen. So just to recap, desirability of your offer. This is just to make your offer even better. So you already probably have your offer, but if you take all these into consideration and you figure out how to make these even more part of your offer, you're going to get way more easy sells, basically. And so your prospect can clearly see what they're going to get and want it. That's the biggest thing, okay? Present pain. Ensure you're solving now issues, and they want it fixed now, as in by timer. follows up by removing as much risk as possible. So that's kind of how you do it, though. You go through all these with your offer, and then you have a timer, and you want to remove as much risk as possible so that it's a no-brainer offer so people will feel stupid for not buying from you. All right. Now we're going to talk about outbound sales. Okay. Outbound is essentially organic. You still probably got to pay for the CRMs and the cold calling platforms and stuff like that, but you can really just do this with a cell phone from anywhere in the world. And it all starts by basically, we'll work with you, or you start doing it, or you already have an employee, or we have what I'm trying to get is we have killer salespeople that'll do this for you. So don't get flustered and be like, oh, I could never cold call someone. Like, if you want to make fucking money, this is what you have to do. This is how you're going to do it, and it works. All right. This is how you're going to gain certainty. This is also how you're going to be able to sleep at night, and this is how we're going to start the evolution of scaling your business infinitely. All right. Cold email. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Tony Robbins, all these names that I'm dropping, their entire lives changed from cold email. So it's not like you're intruding on people or no one reads cold email. Even if 2% of your cold emails turn into an appointment or anything, that means you could send 100 cold emails a day and get 2 appointments a day. And it's very easy to outsource this, and it's very easy to figure out how to make it work. And the way that we do it, it works like gangbusters. And it's an incredible, incredible tool to get appointments, get people interested in your offer, and just start conversations with your customers. All right. Messenger, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. Every social platform has your customer on it. All right. And we basically teach you how to start conversations with them and turn them into conversions and really start making a lot of money. I call it thumb hustling. And again, we want to basically write the scripts, figure out the conversation flow, and then make it a daily routine. And this is how you can really grind out a ton of content or a ton of customers and really start making a lot of money. And it's endless. There's endless amounts of your customers out there on these social platforms. And it's just a matter of starting a conversation, getting to the point of sell, and making them take action. All right, cold calling, this is for B2B or following up with your leads. Calling them, works great for B2B. There's tons of platforms. You can go to, there's tons of ways to get these leads. Like, you can hire someone on Fiverr. We have a software that we really like using, and it just gives you, it gives you their email, their phone numbers, their social platforms, and it's like $7 a month. Like, not crazy, and you can really get as many B2B leads as you want, and then it's just time to start smiling and dialing. Text blasting is super powerful. One of the most newest and greatest ways that we're making money is just texting people. I'm sure everybody gets those text messages and you're like, oh, those texts suck. Yeah, but they work. They convert. All right. And then creating content. All right. We'll teach you how to create your greatest hits. So we're not going to make you into, shake your butt for the TikTok algorithm or whatever, but we're going to teach you how to create certain content that builds authority. All right. We call it your greatest hits, right? We want you just to make like 5 rock star pieces of content that actually have an impact in your marketplace. And then we're going to spread those throughout the world. Outbound champions. How does it work? The way this works is you scale lateral, meaning once you figure out a system that works organically, right? Messaging, cold calling, text blasting, whatever it is, one person can only work, so many hours in a day, right? But they can get to a point where they are super consistent, where they're closing, 3 deals per day per person. But once you get that system figured out, then you just hire another person, another sales champion. This is what I mean by scaling lateral. So we'll scale all the way out until we have, like 10 people. This could be your whole strategy, to be honest with you. It really just depends on kind of where you're at in business and what you really like doing. But this is just the beginning. This has huge benefits, though, because you pay these people a percent. So you pay the champions basically a fixed percent of every sale. Usually it's like 5% for setters, which are people that set the appointments, 10% for closers. And they don't get paid unless they close. So essentially you're just saying, okay, look, 15% of every sale goes to these salespeople, and that's under control. You control that. You can pay them more, you can pay them less. Some setters only get 2% and some closers get 8%. So you could just say 10%, if you want to be real stingy, but you want to pay them as much as you humanly can, so that you'll get the best talent. People will want to stay on and work hard. and really get good at this sort of thing. All right, so it costs $0 to start. You don't have to pay them hourly. You don't need to give them a sign-on bonus. Really the work that you do is just getting it all set up so that they can come in and they can make money, because if they're not making money, then they're going to go somewhere else. So you have to figure out, what are the scripts going to say? What's the sales cadence? A cadence is basically, are you going to text? Basically, like the cadence I like to do is I text people, I cold call people, I email people, and then I hit them on social media. And that's kind of, we get, we bring on these sales champions. We set up a campaign or a CRM that has that exact system, and they just crush through it every day. You get some young guy fresh out of college or, fresh out of high school even, and they just freaking go nuts, and they will book your calendar solid, right, for months. And then you hire new closers and you hire new people. And it's just an amazing way to scale a business, especially in the beginning, especially if you want consistency. All right. Think about this. You don't have to worry about, Google slapping you or Zuckerberg's changing the price of ads real quick, or policies changing, or iOS pixels, screwing everything up. So you don't have to worry about all the scary robot stuff. I mean, obviously they could still screw things up, but for the most part, it's just, man, woman power, sales champions going out there, setting appointments, and just crushing it. All right. There is a learning curve, but once you figure it out, this is the most scalable, consistent way to scale a sales team, and to really get the ball going. Because this is, if you just pay, let's say you just pay 10%. So how much it's going to cost you to get a customer. And then you basically just get faster and faster and faster and faster at getting new customers. And then you can just focus on the results, and you can keep growing your sales team. And again, this gives you scale, control, profit, consistent sales, and security, because it's in-house, right? It's your business. It's your team. And they're creative. They're great. They'll learn new ways. They'll get better. They'll improve. And it just creates a bunch of sales champions that are going to go out into the world and bring money into the business. It's like the hunters. They go out and they hunt, and they bring back the feast for everybody. And then you can just focus on giving your customers results too. So I love outbound sales. This is a lot of how we start businesses. And you don't have to do this forever. If you don't want to manage a ton of people, that's fine. But we need to figure this out so that if something happens, or if, like I said, if Google slaps your website and then you lose traffic for a little while, you have to have this sense of security of organic outbound sales. It's just another layer to protect you. Okay. And then where are you going to find these sales champions? All right. Well, the Big Sales Mastermind has sales champions ready to work. We train all of them to be very professional and to want to win customers for you, all right, without being pushy. That's another thing. We're not, the way that we do it is way different. Most of our salespeople are in America or the UK. They speak really good English, and they're not spamming people. It's never about spamming people. It's just about getting your offer in front of people that might be interested. And no harm, no foul. If they're not interested, that's fine. We just move on. There's endless amounts of people in this world. And in the beginning, again, we make your offer so good that people would feel dumb saying no to it. So once you have an offer that good, what do you need? You just need to get it in front of them so that they know. There's no better way to do it. And we train all of our salespeople how to be really smart, okay? Really intelligent about this so that they are a good representative of your brand. They know what they're doing, and so that you can just start making money without feeling like you're attacking people or something like that. Like that's not the goal. It's just getting people out there, getting your offer in front of them, and then closing deals consistently. All right, this is super powerful because this will create immediate conversations with your customers, giving you instantly fast data from your business, for your business. This will tell you if your offer sucks right away. You will talk to a lot of your customers very, very quickly, and you'll learn what they want, right? Because if you're talking to your customers, that's all sales really is how can I have more conversations with my customers and then make them an offer, right? So how can you do that? Well, you need a bunch of people that understand, your sales, your dynamic sales letter, understand the psychology of what you're selling and how to sell it. And then you just need to go out there and have as many conversations with as many of your potential customers as humanly possible. And you're going to get a lot of information about your customers back very, very quickly. And there's no filters. It's not like they're reading a piece of copy. They're actually talking to someone in your business. The calls are recorded. The messages are all recorded. You can get information really quickly, which is what you need to do to be able to scale your business. But basically, we have these sales champions ready to go, and they're ready to work. So basically, you come on, we work on your offer, and then we work with you to figure out, which platform, what messaging, what method of reaching out to these people is going to work the best. You got to get at least one sale, or we got to work together and we'll get you that first sale, right? Because once you go from 0 to 1, that means you can show somebody else what you did and you can hire someone, and then you can hire another person. We recommend hiring by the 2s. So first you'll get 2 appointment setters, right? They'll book your calendar solid so that you're just talking and closing deals. Then you hire a closer. Then you hire 2 more setters and another closer, 2 more setters and another closer. And they're like little teams, and you have little competitions who can make the most money. And then they're making money for you, and you're just focusing on delivering the results, and working on your business, not in your business. But this is how it all starts. All right, now let's talk about building your authority. Authority is super powerful, and it's very important, especially for if you're just going to do outbound. It's a lot easier for your salespeople to sell if they see that you are actively doing a lot in your niche, in your marketplace. And this is also how we're going to raise your prices. So one of the big things for a lot of people is they're only charging, $5,000 for like a $50,000 product and they're dying. And they could easily be selling and making more money, but they don't know this. They don't know how to gain authority in their marketplace, which is why it's incredibly important, right? And we don't do this to be all big and flashy unless you want to. We can straight, Grant Cardone you and just make you famous real fast if that's what you want. I'm all about that, actually. But we also don't want to take your time away from doing what matters, which is getting your customers results or getting, you know what I mean? So we plan, though, at least one major authority building activity every month. And this is super effective. Okay, the reason this is so effective is it's going to, basically put your name out there and get your product in front of a lot of eyeballs in an authoritative way. If you're like the 7th best product, no one gives a shit. All right, but if you're at least in the top 3, you're going to be, a force to be reckoned with. All right, and then like I said, this is how we raise your prices though as well. We basically first we set up the outbound sales, right? Or first we read the dynamic sales letter, we set up the outbound, and we have this systematized, and it's really going to start making a lot of money. And then now, like in the beginning, you want to make as much money as possible, right? You want to basically have the price so low, or not low. You want to have the price and the offer so good that people feel stupid saying no. And then we want to gradually raise your price as we build your authority in the marketplace. All right. And when I say authority, I'm talking about a lot of stuff, but we use our minds and our big brains to make sure that you come off as an authority figure in your marketplace. And that's going to allow your brand and your business to grow. The way that we do this is PR. If you don't know what that is, that's just public relations. Basically, you can write, or we'll write an article about you that really highlights, what you're doing, something cool, a cool story. And then we can pay money and we can have it sent out to, national TV websites, TV stations, radio stations, stuff that's big. And it doesn't cost as much as you think. It's actually very, very reasonable, especially when you work with us. And the way that we do it is this really not only builds you authority, but it will also rank your website, rank your content, get a lot of eyeballs that never would have heard you ever into your world. And it's just it's one of the most powerful things that anyone can do for their business. All right. Other ideas are, we'll help you write a book. We have ways that you basically will vocally, speak your book out, and then we'll edit it and publish it. Having a book really builds a lot of authority. It gives you something that shows, okay, this guy's an expert in this thing. If he wrote a whole book, even if they never read the book, it's still one of the best business cards, right? And we know how to do that really fast. and we'll help you do it. We really will get you on some of the biggest podcasts that are out there that are in your niche. We do this thing called Let's Build a List of your top 100 ideal customers. And it's really not even about your customers. It's about people that already have your brand built. Like they've already found your customers, and you just need to figure out, how could I get in front of this person's audience, right? They have the audience of your specific people. So like, I'm sales, right? I'm the big sales guy. So my top 100 would be like Grant Cardone, the Wolf of Wall Street guy, Alex Hermosi, all those kind of people that have been around for a while that already have my specific audience. So I'm going to try and figure out ways to get on their podcast or buy ad space on their videos on YouTube or buy ads on their websites. These are the things that we think about, and that's why we really want to pick one really, really powerful one per month, and then we just figure out how to do that. But you can also do this every week. It can be whatever you want. Other ways that we build your authority is we create lead magnets, and then this is huge for most businesses, is we really come up with systems to get as many reviews and video testimonials as humanly possible. That's huge. And then we consider that part of the authority building package, basically. Testimonials show what your customers are doing. And it's really good to have someone actively talking inside of your business to your customers and figuring out how you can improve, what they think of the process so far, and to make sure that if they do get some really good wins, that you catch them in the moment when they're getting that win, so that you can get a video testimonial, so you can use that in your marketing and your other stuff, okay? And then this is also build a community and find partners. And what I mean by partners, it could just be getting your product on Amazon and Etsy and eBay, or find other platforms to partner with to sell your products or to get eyeballs on. But it could also be finding other people in your marketplace or in your niche and just reaching out to them and being like, hey, you want to work together, or you want to do some podcasts or interviews back and forth, or can I write a blog on your website and basically link back to my website? These are things that we think about, and we pick one every single month so that, again, it doesn't waste any time, but it has maximum impact to build your authority and your recognition in your industry. That works for every business, okay? Doing this will allow you to raise your prices and scale vertically, all right? So basically, we start out outbound. We start out with a dynamic sales letter, get that crystal clear. Then we scale with by hiring our outbound sales champions, right, that are going to go out into the world, generate revenue. Now we're going to start building your authority and raising your prices. All right, now that you have the outbound, we're building your authority, we're scaling with that, and then now it's time to start scaling with ads. But before we really get into that, we got to make sure everything is set up, okay? Because we do not want to waste money on frivolous marketing. Yes, you heard it from me. I'm a media buyer that doesn't want to waste your money ever. I want to make you money. That's the whole thing. We're going to make rainmaker ads. Okay. So this is remember the thing at the beginning where I was like, think like a billionaire? This is how we get there. Now, at this point, you're already making money, but it's time to scale. Okay. It's time to maximize your profits, organize your business and just take this thing to the next level with millions of dollars, basically. It all starts by making sure that we have a funnel focus. All right. So a funnel is basically just like your customer journey or your website or what they're going to do or what it looks like when they check out. Okay. So we want to figure this. This could be on the phone calls, but this is where we figure out, the exact amount that the how we can get a customer to spend as much money with us, right? So once you get a customer, if you can figure out how to upsell them or how to get them to buy something from you again, you're going to make a shitload of money. All right. But we want to really focus on how we can make your funnel make you as much money as humanly possible, and then how to make that happen as much as possible. Because not every customer is going to buy your absolute premium packages, right? Some of them might buy lower tier packages, but then they might make enough money, or eventually they'll buy your premium stuff. But some people have the money and the means, and they want to buy your absolute everything you have because they see that it's worth it, right? So we want to make sure that everyone gets hit on those purchases. And then we want to understand that most people are going to say no, right? So we figure out other ways to make them offers or get them to buy later on. All right. But we need to focus on the funnel first. Then we're going to start running ads. Facebook, YouTube. There's so many ad platforms right now. It's crazy, but we find the ones that are really delivering the best results. That's all we care about. We're going to do manual lead follow-up. This is huge. This is one of the biggest secrets that nobody wants you to know. All right, we're going to maximize your revenue, and then we're going to automate an evergreen. So let's begin. Funnel focus, or your customer's journey, okay? Map out your customer journey, create your funnel, maximize your funnel for absolute maximum profits, test funnel, improve funnel, automate and evergreen your funnel. So your funnel is basically, market awareness, prospect, opportunity, customer. And they go from awareness to interest to decision to action. And we do this very quickly, but this is what your website's supposed to do. This is what your marketing is supposed to do. And we basically want to make this work for you, all right? Stage 2 is we start doing Facebook ads, all right? The first rule is never listen to anyone about ads if they're not spending their own money on ads. And I've been doing this for years, okay? I've probably scaled a business similar to yours. It's an extremely good chance. And I can tell you exactly what you need to do, how to create an offer that's irresistible, the targeting, the funnel, everything, all right? You will not find that anywhere, nor will you find someone who has done this successfully as many times as me. I know all about the iOS changes and how to fix them. They're very easy. So people bitch about Facebook ads not working. I know how to fix it. Okay, here's just some examples. I'm an expert at converting cold traffic into hot traffic, okay? And that's where the real money is, all right? Anybody can sell to a customer that's already knows about you and is ready to buy. Very, very few people can run traffic to cold audiences and get them to buy. As you can see, some of our costs are a little bit high. Actually, these are all really good. But we're making a lot of money. And these numbers at the end, it's because we charge zeros. We don't fucking say end with a 7 or whatever. This is a retargeting campaign. So Facebook lead, we were paying $14, but we made $48,000 back. These are all retargeting leads. We spend quite a bit, but you see how much we're making. It's just nonsense. And we want to do this for you. This is the whole thing that we're trying to get you to get to this point where you're making tons of money with ads that actually work. Okay. All right, here's some more retargeting ads. 16 grand, blah, blah, blah. More retargeting ads. So this is just kind of give you an idea of what your ad account is going to look like once you start working with us. All right, the main thing with Facebook is creating really good ads. Duh. All right, keeping a clean pixel and letting the supercomputer of Facebook figure this shit out. You will get customers like crazy. You just need to work with professionals. So it is, I don't know where you're at in your level of understanding what a pixel is, but every time somebody comes to your website, Facebook can track that kind of person. They figure out their behavior. And Facebook is really a giant supercomputer now. And if you want to get the absolute best people go into your ads, you want to keep your pixel super, super clean. And you don't want to just spam it with a bunch of nonsense people that aren't buying. You want it to be able to create a lookalike, right? So it takes a while for the pixel to learn. And if you teach it and feed it the right information for the customers that convert, it's going to be able to go out into Facebook and convert leads for you like crazy. It's very, very powerful. All right. After we scale your business with Facebook ads, we'll start doing Google and YouTube ads. All right. So these are the biggest search engines in the world. So if any of your customers are searching for something like what you offer, you're going to get them on YouTube and Google. And we know how to do this so that we keep your ad spend very, very low. And we try and keep your conversions very, very high. And that's the best way that you can do it. And that's how you can really start to scale your business. Stage 3. So we're going to be running all these ads. And as we're running these ads, we're going to be collecting their contact information. All right. This is the secret, though. A lot of people, they just send emails. They don't know what they're doing. This is the magic power of how you make as much money as possible. And you basically make the highest ROI on your ad spend. It's called manual follow-ups. All right. Equals a high ROI. This is also why we already have the outbound sales team inside of our business, because then all of this information, right, we can just basically give them a list of customers that basically were interested in our product but did not buy, and we can find out why they didn't buy. And we can also figure out the data from all these manual outflows. Be able to put notes in there, and we'll be able to figure out when we're spending money on ads, where the best customers are actually coming from. And this is huge, 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 because then you're going to know which ads are actually producing your best absolute customers, because you're going to have people reaching out to your leads and making sure and finding out about them. Okay, so manual follow-ups is the secret to super high ROIs. All right, the benefits: every lead gets maximum attention and follow-up. This will maximize your ROI. ROI stands for return on investment. Sorry if I didn't say that before. This will see actual quality coming in from your ads. Be able to go to the person's profile, etc. So you're going to be able, if they buy your ad, you're going to get their name, their phone number, their email. So you're going to be able to go and connect with them on whatever social platform they came from and have a conversation with them and maybe get them to convert if they don't buy right away. Helps you create better marketing around objections or wants, because you're going to be able to talk to them and understand why they didn't buy. That's huge, 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 huge. Fun fact: I spent $8,000 on Instagram shoutouts and made $220,000 back last month with this method. So basically, spent $8,000 on Instagram shoutouts. This is where they shout out, and I start conversations with all these different people. And then I manually follow up with every single person that engaged with my product and what I was doing. This will work on any platform with messaging capabilities. It's easier for mass market biz opportunities or done for you. Not many people can scale with this method, so you'll stand out. Nobody's doing this. You will stand out in the marketplace. All right, now it's time to maximize your revenue. All right, again, as we'll keep raising your prices, we'll keep figuring it out. In the beginning, it's all about more, right? We want more customers. But this is another opportunity for us to start raising your prices and maximize our profits, so we can really figure out what is working, because all of this is happening, and we can really start to scale with our ads and raise our prices so that we are making as much money as possible, because that's the purpose of being in business, is to make a profit. And then make a really good profit is what's going to allow your business to scale it infinitely. We'll go back to this real quick. Another thing we do is something is that a lot of people say no, right? So we create dynamic behavior responses. This means someone joins your funnel, doesn't buy, leaves. Well, then we're going to hit them with an email that says, hey, we saw that you didn't buy. Here's a discount. Maybe this will convince you, right? And then they'll see the discount, and then maybe they'll buy now because they see, oh, I got an even better price. Hell yeah, I really did want that. I'll buy it. Or they'll say no to that, and then the next day we give them a great piece of content, another piece of content, and then we hit them again with an even lower price to see if they're going to buy. This way, every single lead that comes into our system is getting multiple touch points, multiple offers, and we're really going to get a lot of information as to why they're not buying. Maybe they're just broke, or why they're not buying. That's kind of basically what we figured out. And it's called behavioral response. And it's a way to bring your leads into your business, but set up automated systems that follow up with them in specific ways so that you can track their behaviors and track what they do and make them offers and build a relationship and continually turn as many people, even people that say no, into potential customers in the future, or maybe they'll just tell somebody else about your business because you keep talking to them. It's very, very powerful. All right, now it's time to automate and evergreen. Just like we have sales champions and media buyers, we also have experts that will automate your business. All right, this is a big thing, and this is at the point that you automate. In the beginning, you're really just taking massive action and getting things to work and to flow. And then now it's time to raise your prices and start to automate your whole process so that you can, not just be working on your business, or not be working in your business, but be working on your business. And the best way to do this is for you not to do all of it. I can't stress that enough. I don't want you to do any of this shit. I just want you to be the big brain in the background, making it happen while we teach a lot of people how to do this, and have somebody come into your business and they will be professionally hired as someone who will automate your business for you. And they're specialists at automation. That way, you don't have to deal with all the tech bullshit. You're making a lot of money now. So you just hire someone that we've already trained to come in. They'll set up all your Zapiers and make all your Google Flow spreadsheets and all that good stuff so that you can just focus on what's working and double down on that while they automate your business and get things to work in a way that's good. And when you're doing this kind of stuff, things will break. But at the end, if you put enough effort into it, you'll create a machine, a digital engine that will literally print you money, and you'll be able to scale this to the moon. All right, especially if you're going to do like a group coaching type of deal, or we have lots of different offers that will show you that work really well for this. But automating everything, and then evergreen. The evergreen aspect is you figured out an ad type that works. You figured out a platform, a customer, and it just flows, man. It just goes and goes and goes. This is how you create generational wealth, and this is how you scale infinitely. All right, so before we go on, let's just talk about the impact we are having on the prospects in the marketplace. Okay, so with our outbound, basically with our Facebook ads and our outbound ads, we are converting the scrollers. Okay, the scrollers, you know what a scroller is. They're looking on their phone, they're bored, and they're just scrolling, and then we catch their attention and we make them an offer. We're converting the searchers with Google and YouTube ads. That means that people that are actively searching for your solution will find you first because you're going to be at the top. You're going to be in the videos. They're going to know you, and they're going to say, oh, man, this guy, he knows me. Time for me to work with them. We're going to be converting the people that are out of the loop. That's what the outbound sales team is going to do. Like, they're people that aren't looking at ads, people that aren't on social media. Maybe they just read their emails. We're going to go out there. We're going to find their emails. We're going to get on the phone with them through text messaging. And we're going to be converting people that are out of the loop. And we're going to be converting the skeptics, the people that see your offer but don't believe that you're who you say you are. Everybody's skeptical on the internet. That's why we build your authority so we can raise your prices and we can convert the skeptics into customers. This leads to explosive growth. All right, now that we understand the roadmap, let's make it simple. Your dynamic sales letter, all right, we will write one with you or for you, only needs to be written correctly once. You only need the dynamic sales letter. I mean, you can adjust it as your business grows, but you just need one really good dynamic sales letter written for your business so that it can turn into emails and text messages and social media posts, and so your buyers can read it, and your customers can read it, and your employees can read it and understand what is happening and what we're selling and what we're doing and how to sell it. Okay. Then you need to create an outbound sales strategy. We have trained sales champions ready to go to work, ready to work with you. All right. And we have all these people. They're already in these groups. They're great. I love them all. But you can pick and you can interview ones that are going to work with you. So we just want to make sure that they're a good fit for your company. We don't want to give you people that suck, that don't mesh with what you're trying to build. So you get to interview them. We train them, right? And you interview them, and then they get to basically go and work for your business, and they'll become badasses. And we hire a bunch of them. Again, these are commission based. So if you can pay them more, pay them more. I recommend paying them as much as you possibly can because they're champions. They're the ones that are going to go out there and make a name for your business. So really important. All right, then we're going to build your authority. We're going to become your authority concierge. All right, we'll sit down, we'll plan out your authority building guide for a year. And basically, like I said, we want to do at least one big authority move every month so that every month you're getting your name out there and you have something to tell the whole world about. And it just builds your authority, and it's just going to build your business in so many ways. And like I said in that last slide about authority, is there's multiple ways that we can do this. And we just want to have a plan. We want to always be building your authority, always be leveling up and seeing how big we can go. And then also by building your authority, we're going to raise your prices. We're going to make sure that you can charge what you're worth and that you're getting paid way more than that. That's the whole plan. And then we create rainmaker ads or moneymaker ads where we set them up, we run your ads, and we will guarantee an ROI. That's how crazy we are. We guarantee that you will get a return on your investment as long as you work with us and we work this system. But I've laid out the process for you on how you can basically scale your business. I want to just talk to you a little bit about, more about what we can do. And before we get into that, I want you to understand that you probably do need help. Running a business and scaling business is a lot of work. So how do you choose someone to help you, right? Do they have proven results that you want? Right? We've been scaling multiple businesses. I've made many clients millionaires. We're going to continue to do this and continue to scale businesses to the moon. All of our students are getting amazing results. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've basically made sure that multiple businesses have been able to scale with paid ads, and we provide 110% direct support. In fact, I really would love for you to, come inside and work with us and basically allow us to over deliver. The reason I say this is these are the standards I hold myself to for my clients. If you're interested in becoming a client and having me help you grow or scale your business into a wildly successful one, here is how I can help. I've set aside some 45-minute spots on my calendar to personally speak to you about your business. These calls are absolutely free. There is no obligation to buy anything. We will dig deep into what's happening in your business and what is keeping you from hitting your goals and show you how I can help. All the criteria to meet to have our call is on the next page or down below. I want you to keep in mind, I only do so many of these calls. My capacity, because of the amount of work it takes, is right around 8 new clients per month. Here's what I don't want you to think. That you can't do this. Because you can, with my help. I can show you how to get what you deserve and the impact thousands of lives in the process. Now is the time that you basically go down below and you book a call. Again, we only have so many spots and so many calls, but I would love to talk to you and see how I can help you scale your business. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Share with a friend, tell people about it. But I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I look forward to... fuck. All right, here's where you book a call. The link is down below. Again, we have only a few slots, but I look forward to working with you and seeing how I can help you scale your business.